All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
With our stunning collection of fine jewelry, gemstones, pearls and diamonds, fine pieces in timeless designs and unspoken elegance. Al Siraj Jewelry. Our story, our pride.
NEC Remit. Send money online to India. Credit in seconds with great rates. Download NEC Remit app now.
Lulu Money. Snehapurvam.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain. With over a decade of existence in Bahrain, exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2006, Magnum Imprint have been offering high standards of quality with our professional team that delivers all your advertising and promotional requirements efficiently and promptly. For more details, please contact 39887088 or 33856330 or 33542530.
One way of defining success is climbing up the rungs consistently. K.M. Cherian, the newly elected president to the Indian Club Bahrain, one of the oldest clubs in the country and a major part of expatriate life for many Indians living in the kingdom, is indeed a statement to this kind of success. It was a journey indeed for Mr. Cherian to rise up to the top position of the prestigious club founded in 1915, representing almost 1,000 members of the Indian diaspora in the kingdom. He has been a member of the club for 30 years now and has in the past held various positions, including that of the badminton secretary and the general secretary. Born and brought up in Bahrain, a proud alumnus of the Indian School Bahrain, Mr. Cherian is a mechanical engineer by profession and runs his own business, an educational consultancy in the country for the last 20 years, supported by his wife. Hailing from Adur, Kerala, Mr. Cherian, who describes himself as an orthodox family person, is passionate about badminton, loves traveling and playing football. The father to two is also into the good old hobbies of stamp and coin collection. Joining us this evening on Success Statements from BMC Global Life, it is the newly elected Indian Club President, KM Cherian.
Each time he hit a feathered projectile, he scored. While excelling in his passion for the unique racket sport badminton, this person also climbed up the rungs of his trajectory of his public profile. This evening, to share his success story, is the newly elected president of the Indian Club Bahrain, KM Cherian, joining me on Success Statements from BMC Global Life. Good evening, Cherian. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Raji. Thank you, and nice to see you after such a long time.
Yes, indeed, indeed. We have met, I think, almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
Good to see you in such a situation, in such a post. This is a show which is titled Success Statements, which features success stories, people who make a difference. And my first question will be based on that.
Okay.
You are here as the president of one of Bahrain's prestigious and oldest expat association clubs, the Indian Club Bahrain. Now, I would ask you, did you aim at this post when you started as a badminton secretary or a general secretary of the club? And you've been there for almost 30 years, if I'm not mistaken.
28 years.
Yeah. So did you aim for this post? And was it easy, the winning, the elections?
Yeah. Well, I started off as a badminton secretary. That was, I think, about 15 years back. At that time, I never thought, but then I had the opportunity to become the general secretary. And that is when I thought maybe this I should try for it. It's a privilege. This is one of the most, the biggest privilege an Indian can get in this island. And Indian club being Indian club, it would be a great honor always. So of course, if you ask me that question, if I ever dreamed about it, if I ever aimed for it, yes, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
And was it easy?
I tried to maintain good relations with all members, and try and be active in whichever divisions, whichever sections, general activities. So I wouldn't say I had people who wouldn't want me much to be a president. So I thought they would see me as a good candidate. So it wasn't difficult. Of course, it's an election. There will be people vying for the post. They will contest the elections in the best way they can. It has been a close election. It was an exciting election.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I think the best results came.
Anyway, good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you and your team as well. Would you like to name your team members?
Yes. I have Vice President Mr. Sani Paul, General Secretary Mr. Satish Gopinathan, Assistant General Secretary Gobu Kumar, the Treasurer as Muthu Krishnan, Assistant Treasurer Anish Varghese. Then we have the Entertainment Secretary Senthil Kumar, Assistant Entertainment Secretary Bijoy. We have then the sports activities, the sports tennis Dr. John, badminton Junith, indoor Arun Jose, and cricket and hockey Remy Fernandez. So I think I've covered everybody, if I'm not mistaken.
Make sure that you did not miss
I
anyone.
hope so. Yeah, I
Yes,
guess I have covered
yes.
it.
All the very best to the new team.
It's a
and-
wonderful team. We have started off very well. It's always saying a good start is well done.
Have done,
So
yes,
it's a good combination. Everybody has the will and the vigor to serve, and let's hope we can do a wonderful year.
Indeed, indeed. And at this moment, I have to say we must applaud Stalin and team as well for the wonderful job they did, especially during trying times.
Yes.
A good friend out there, Stalin, if you're watching us, you did a wonderful job, man.
Yeah, I have wherever I had the opportunity, I mentioned that because it's easy to do good things at a good time, but
Indeed.
then to do a tough task
Right, sir.
when
Right,
the going is
Cherian.
tough.
Yes.
And he's left us with a good legacy, good status of the club, so that where we will be able to give it back to the members.
Right.
Our goal is that Indian Club is not a profit-making organization. It's an organization to for the members to have the fun and the enjoyment. So what we would aim is to see that we can give the best services to the members.
Right. And of course, this position brings in a lot of responsibility. I'm sure you agree with me, Cherian.
Yes, it does. It does.
And of course, the club representing the majority of the expat population, Indians.
Yes.
It's just not a club, you know. Now, I think post-pandemic, the entire definition of clubs and associations have changed. It's not just a place where you gather to entertain.
No.
These clubs and associations proved that they were a need the last 2 years,
yeah.
isn't it? What is your take on that?
See, one of our committee members, Mr. Sani Paul, he was in the forefront of fighting this COVID, and in fact, he was awarded the Bravery Award or something for this.
Yep.
And we have already created help desk for serving the community. So Indian Club being one of the oldest and and multilingual for all members from all states, we represent the majority of the Indian community, and it is our duty and responsibility to see that we serve them, we help them in their needs. The many people fall sick, people die, and nobody is to take care of them, to repatriate them. We help them in the sense it is not that we take full responsibility, but we are part of
Yes, a support system.
It's
Yes.
a support system, and we will create a window where people can approach us, and whenever and wherever we can help, we will give priority for that.
Great. Before we move further, let me ask one more question related to the club. What is your vision for the Indian club in your tenure?
See, there is a lot of venue for entertainment here, but then for family to come and relax, the venue is very less. And as a group, individually can go. Indian club has got the potential, and we want to develop that into a family ambience. There were a lot of activities before, but we want to encourage and entertain them to come back to the club with families and spend time there. For us, for that, we have to make some more developments over there to make that ambience good enough for family to come and come there. More space, more facilities in terms of good food being served there. So evening they can come have a dinner and go, yeah, rather than going to a restaurant. You are coming to your own club. You see clubs, like in India, Sports Club of India,
Yes.
where you have a posh dining area where you can come with your family. So we are trying to make it more family friendly. Recent times, of course, the pandemic plus the many difficulties, people have started staying away from the clubs, and but I think it is very essential, especially for the children. I do a educational consultancy myself to help children develop their career. So children are within the four walls of the room, and they are not doing any extracurricular activity. They are not mixing up with people. It's affecting them a lot. You must have heard about the recent cases.
Yes.
So which is very very depressing and very scary. So that is the venue where family can come with the children, they can go around, play, they can read, we have a library, good library. All these facilities we want to upgrade so that family will feel more comfortable to come in. So that is my goal, because it should be a full-fledged family-oriented club.
That's a very positive and optimistic vision.
Yeah.
And as things start getting better, and as we are hoping and dreaming about life back to normal,
Yes, yeah.
of course, amidst all the new norms, I'm happy to hear that very optimistic start for this beautiful evening chat.
Okay.
And that is the Indian Club President K.M. Cherian joining us on Success Statements. Let's take a break.
Every piece of jewelry tells a story. Its raw beauty speaks of its natural origins. The brilliant design speaks of unparalleled craftsmanship. Its elegance evokes the passion and energy of those who wear it. At Al Siraj Jewelry, our story, our pride.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909-6845, 3909-4806, 3885-2397, or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. IMAC, Cochin Kala Bhavan.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live, and this evening with me is the Indian Club President K.M. Cherian. Cherian, you are born and brought up in Bahrain.
Yes.
And an alumnus of the Indian School Bahrain, isn't it?
Correct. Very proud.
It's indeed a proud feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your school days. Are any of the teachers still there? No, I'm sure. Mrs. Sequeira, I'm sure.
The
but
last
she left.
who left was Mrs. Sequeira.
Sequeira,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Anything else that you can recollect? Share with us.
Whenever I meet people, especially even Bahrainis, when I tell them that I'm born here and I tell them that I'm a Bahraini by birth, you know, they feel such an, of course I'm a little older, and they see only younger generation as born in Bahrain. So that gives me a thrill, you know, when I say that I was born and brought up and studied in Bahrain. Though my initial schools were not done in Bahrain, I came through the high school level. I'm the first batch from Isatown campus.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When I joined school, our school was in Manama, next to Eastern.
The
like,
small one,
small
yeah,
one.
yeah, which
I
I've
still
seen on
go
pictures.
around and see it. You know,
yeah.
a lot of nostalgic memories. So that is where I passed out. I was the first batch when Mr. Butt was the principal.
Okay.
and we had very good ceremonies while being sent off and all. It was an experience that I never forget. Some of my school friends, classmates are still in Bahrain. We get together once in a year because we are called Langotias.
Okay.
So it's a nice feeling, and I've seen the changes that has happened in Indian school. When I started, it was just one block.
Yes.
And the trip from Manama to the Indian school, you don't have anything except the ministry blocks in Issa town. Otherwise, from Manama onwards, it's the full empty.
Barren, empty land.
So from there, Bahrain has changed so much. I've seen it change so much. It's been a nice journey.
Right, and see the school now, isn't it? Two campuses.
I go there, especially when I go there, and of course, the senior teachers like Ravi Warrior and all, Sudhi sir and all, I interact with them very well. They have, of course, moved on from the school. But whenever I go there, I feel I get the privileges and I get the respect that I, as an old student and one of the senior most in the island. It's a good feeling.
Good feeling, isn't it? And yes, school days are really beautiful memories, and to be in a foreign country and to see this. I wouldn't call it just growth. Indian school has grown.
There are many people who don't know Indian school. When I studied, we had 3 shifts.
Yes.
First shift from 7 to 12, second shift from 10 to 3, and third shift from 12 to 5. We had 3 buses. So now from that, where it's changed.
We have a fleet, isn't it? And the campus and the students. Yes. Yeah. I'm sure you have a lot of memories related to it.
I was the football captain, vice captain of the football team.
Okay. Right.
It was good memories.
Yeah. We must come back to your sports, but before that, what do you do for a living now?
I came to Bahrain after my engineering and all. I came to Bahrain. I worked for some time, but after a few years, I started my own company in 2002.
You're a mechanical engineer, isn't it? And I think you're running an education consultancy.
That is the passion, but this is my business, my bread and butter.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this, I trade in engineering products.
Okay.
I represent about 18 companies, almost 20 companies. Their products I supply to the industries in Bahrain, mainly oil and gas related.
Okay, all right.
The company's name is Technoline, and I have my partners and then about 10 people working with me, a good team. So that gives me a little time to work for the Indian club also.
Okay. And what about your educational consultancy?
Educational consultancy, I started more of a passion because what happened when I was in school, I passed out from here, went and did my 12th. I really had no idea what to do as a career. I became an engineer by accident, I can say.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw an ad, okay, we have college seats are available. I applied and then I went in, and then it was not something that you really wanted to do at that time. It is not something that I planned. So after that, down the years, after about 30 years, when my daughter passed out from Indian school, she had no idea what to do.
Okay.
So then I thought, okay, it is time that we did something for the students, help them.
You be the change, right?
Let us try and make a change. And we try to do their aptitude analysis, and then we represent some universities where we guide them where they can do studies in India as well as abroad. The aptitude analysis, basically we capture fingerprints, and based on the fingerprints we give an aptitude report.
Oh, okay.
It's a science called dermatoglyphics. I don't know if you've heard. So it gives you an analysis of how good, what is your strength, weakness, what are your the channels of education, how you can study, which is the best way to study.
What is the name of your consultancy?
Guidance consultancy.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, for example, when you tell your children to study, what I have seen is that they tell child read loudly so that you're studying, you also know you're studying, I also know that you're studying.
Okay.
But for some children, if they read loudly, nothing goes inside. If they read, it becomes better. Okay. For some children, they write, they have to write and study. So this gives you an idea of what is the kind of the best way your brain can get the
So
knowledge.
did you do some training or anything?
Yes, yeah, my wife has done that, training in giving reading the report and analyzing and giving consultancy.
What is her name?
Sunu Cherian.
Sunu. So Sunu is watching us, I believe.
I hope so. Yeah, I
Hi,
have
Sunu.
said.
So hello from Team BMC. Okay.
Yeah,
So Sunu is your support system.
she's the backbone.
Okay. Okay.
She's there in my other business also.
All right.
She looks after the admin and the finance and everything. So
Okay.
we are most of the day we are seeing each other. So I get spare time to go again to the club and spend some time there.
But then you were planning to make the club a space for families, right?
Yes, but that is not,
Not
the
for
every
Sunu.
day. Not the every day. No, it's not on a daily basis. The club activity comes on weekends, so the family.
So
can
is
come.
Sunu all set to take this hectic schedule of? I'm sure the Indian club presidentship is not.
She
easy
went
one.
through it when I was a general secretary.
General secretary, okay.
Is much more daily activity.
Okay.
They take care of the daily activities. Of course, president guides and sees that everything is going well. But otherwise, I think I should have a little more relaxed time than
Let's
general
hope
secretary.
so. Let's hope so.
But see, it depends on how much you commit.
Yes.
You can sit back at home and say, okay, they will do it, but you involve, you feel
What about your children?
I have two children. Younger one is a daughter.
Also Indian school alumni, right?
Yes, both. Yeah. The elder one, a girl, she finished biomedical engineering, and then she came to Bahrain, worked for a year, and now she's gone to UK for her higher studies in biomedical engineering, post graduation with management. And the younger one is son. He finished 12th from Indian school, so he also joined her in UK to do his mechanical engineering.
Okay. What are their names?
Daughter is Joanna, and son is Johan.
Johan. Okay. And
he officially is Matthew.
Matthew. And where are you all from?
We are from a place called Adur.
Okay.
It's in Patnamthitta district.
Okay. So Sunu joined you after marriage, or
after
does she
marriage,
also
after
have?
marriage?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's an arranged marriage. I went and saw her.
no, I was just wondering, like, is she also
No.
Bahrain based?
No, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Okay.
But now,
okay.
Most of life she has been here. Majority of life.
When we had a chat, I remember you telling me you're a very family-oriented person. What is your definition of being a family-oriented man?
To be with them whenever they want.
Now I must call Sunu to check this out.
Except these times, otherwise I am mostly there.
Okay.
We try to spend as much time together.
Okay.
We try to travel as much time as possible. We go back, and family-oriented means back home, my mother and my siblings. Try and be spending most of the time whenever possible. We try to travel at least one time a year. And then spend time with them. And we also, in our family, like my mother and my siblings and their families, total about 14, 15 members. We try to go as a whole.
Together, okay, so that they get a time.
For tours and things like that. So now children have gone to different areas, so it will be difficult to do that again. But maybe once one of the marriages come of the children, then we'll hopefully do that.
Indeed. See, all these aspects what you just said about the club was somewhere related to family, and about your own family, or going back and all that. What we saw the past 2 years has been so different, isn't it? Families limiting themselves to a nuclear family. What is your observation, Cherian, about the whole pandemic? What were the plus and minus to a family in terms? I'm asking you this question simply because your talks have been all centered around family, and I think you give a lot of importance to that unit. And how do you think the whole scenario has impacted a family?
See, if I tell you personal example.
Personal is what I'm asking. Yeah.
For last 1.5 years, we were together, all 4 of us. Because my son passed out 12th the year before, and he got admission in Liverpool. But we saw that it is not safe, and being a mechanical student, I didn't see any meaning in doing an online course. So I deferred his admission and made him stay here. And fortunately, my daughter also came back. So we 4 were here together for the whole 1.5 year. So that gives us, because what happens once he goes to college, then the daughter gets married, then that family thing doesn't come.
Isn't.
So we had that opportunity. Not everybody has. I have seen parents and children who got stuck in different places, and then they were, pining to be together. So we were lucky. We were happy. In fact, my mother was also here during that period.
Okay.
So we were fortunate, but not everybody. So the pandemic has helped many, but it has been bad for many as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Many people have lost their relatives and things. So it's very sad, isn't it?
It is. It is. I asked you because now we have started talking about the advantages of COVID, because the whole of 1.5 years behind us, we've been talking all bleak things, isn't it? So now people have become optimistic. Yes, the losses, the opportunities lost, even for children or adults, that's all big. But still, people are weighing, like rightly as you said, families got together. It was more of family time.
And I feel more sorry for the children because there are many who started from kindergarten, gone 1 year, but they have no idea what is a school about.
Yes,
and
yes.
And when they go to school, they won't actually realize that this is actually the school. And a lot of children are they are loaded with things. Even the teachers are loaded. I know so many teachers, they are loaded with things, online, offline classes. So the schooling affair has affected many, and children are without friends, without being able to go out and play. This is what I have a very sad feeling about the pandemic. I don't know how far, maybe it would have brought people to more understanding of the reality of life, how it's going to, what is life after all, how much you have. There are people who had money so much, but they couldn't get the treatment. I was in Bombay during this pandemic time. In fact, I was admitted in hospital for a month. I had a surgery on my knee and then I got COVID. I myself got COVID while recovering. But there I could see so many people are not able to get a bed, even though they had all the resources to. So that has been something that has been very, very badly affecting.
And also, allow me to ask you this question. Do you think the pandemic redefined the role of social service? Especially I was hinting upon how clubs like the Indian Club, or for that matter the Bahrain Kerala Samajam, or for that matter any other expat associations, how they reached out, the Indian Ladies Association I should say, mention them. Do you think it was an opportunity?
Yes. I think they have lived up to their expectation also. The Indian Club, for all I know, they have helped so many people, 2 or 3 jumbo jets they arranged for people to go back. I heard Samajam also did
the repatriation,
did as much or more in that regard. So I must salute all those people, and there were so many people. I think people like Zubair Kanur and people I know, Dr. Cherian, all those people, they have I don't, because I have been out of the social life, so I don't know many people, so I am not taking any more names. But there are so many people who and association who have come forward, and they have.
But I'm sure you agree with me that it is the definition has changed and it's here to stay, isn't it?
Yes, people have that mentality to help, and they are understanding the pain.
Exactly.
They are seeing so much of pain that it is melting even hard hearts.
Because when you say you have vision for the club to become a family place, we are talking of the privileged lot.
Correct.
But at the same time, I think clubs like the Indian Club have the accountability and responsibility towards the other lot as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that is exactly why we've started this help desk.
And that's to continue, isn't it?
That is to continue. It is not for that pandemic period. It is open. Anybody can approach us wherever we can. You see, we cannot promise, but wherever and whatever we can do to help people in need, that is what. And there is one of the committee member who is responsible for this. He is experienced in it.
Who is that?
Sani Paul.
Sani Paul. Okay.
He was already into it, so we didn't have to find somebody new to do that job.
Yes.
So that is why we feel that we are in the right path, and that should be the motto of a social club and the commitment that we have towards the community.
Very good. As we come to the last segment, let's reserve it for some more personal details. And that is Indian Club President K.M. Cherian joining me on Success Statements from BMC Global Live for a short break.
വിഷമിക്കണ്ട, എല്ലാം ശരിയാവും. ലുലു മണി, സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909-6845, 3909-4806, 3885-2397, or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. IMAC, Cochin Kala Bhavan.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live. And this evening with me is K.M. Cherian, the newly elected president of the Indian Club Bahrain. Cherian, do you have a role model in life?
My father.
Why so?
He's a person who lived for his siblings.
Okay, beautiful.
He brought each and everyone up, taught them, and whereas he sacrificed himself to do that. But then he came to Bahrain. He came to Bahrain in 1955.
Okay.
Yeah. So he came by ship.
Okay. Yes. Obviously.
Yeah. So his life was around them, and because his parents died when he was very young.
Okay.
And unfortunately, my father also died when I was very young.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
So I rolled myself in him so that there were good qualities that I could take from that. Yeah.
At what age did you lose him?
When I was 17.
Okay.
Just after I left from
young.
Indian school.
Yeah. Okay.
He died in Bahrain. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was here as well.
He was here as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. You were born and brought up here, you said. When you said that, I think that generation was of kind, isn't it? We know from that generation, people who lived for their siblings or those who came to the Gulf had always been living for family. It reminds me of the movie Patte Mari. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
The Mammootty movie.
Correct, yeah.
That shows the real life of a...
And he had 5 brothers and 2 sisters. It's a big family, so he had a long line to get them married, and then
the responsibilities. Yeah.
So he spent a good part of his life doing that. And unfortunately, when it was time for him to rest and enjoy, then he passed away. So it's life. So
yeah, that's life. And there is
so
there is a will and plan
I feel that that's the best role I could follow.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have two. I have an elder brother. He was also in Bahrain for a long time now. He's gone back to India. And my sister, she lives in Bombay with her family.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom, she shuttles down, come to Bahrain.
Okay.
Bahrain is more of home to her than India.
Yeah,
because
obviously. She
spent
was
most
here.
of her
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Then now currently she's with my brother, and then she comes to Bombay and then to Bahrain, and she's flying around.
Yeah. I know you have a lot of things to handle. Your business is there, your passion of consultancy is there, now the Indian club is there. But then I know you're a sports freak. Right from Indian school days, you were into football, and I think more than that, you love badminton, isn't it?
Correct, yes.
What brought you into sports as such, and why badminton?
See, sports, it was in the blood. My father used to play.
Okay.
In fact, my father, I remember he's played in Indian club years ago. I started with football. That also runs in the family itself. But when I finished school from here and went to Mangalore to do my pre-university, I got selected into the college senior team, but I was not able to travel to play the inter-college matches. So then I shifted to badminton. It was a forced kind of shift, but it is something I fell in love with quickly. Okay. And then I learned the tricks over there, and then I came here, and I was able to play good, so reasonably well.
Any achievements to your?
I have won quite a lot of trophies. We have a shelf full of trophies won by all four of us.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
My children play badminton. My son and daughter playing badminton tournaments in UK. They already got selected into the team.
Right.
In fact, at the moment, my daughter is playing a tournament in I think Sheffield.
Okay.
The college university take them.
That's very nice. Very nice.
So that's how I came to badminton. Then after many years of playing badminton in the club, then I said it's time for me to do something for the section.
So you don't play anymore?
I play, but till recently I had this knee surgery I told you.
Yeah.
So I think it will take another. I did the surgery just to continue playing, so that I can continue my badminton. So hopefully in another couple of months,
I will
get back to the court.
Okay. Okay. Any other passions or any other hobbies other than this?
Passion in the sense I like to travel.
Yeah. Okay.
I've visited quite a few countries, and of course, not much in India, but fairly I've traveled in India. But otherwise, hobbies. I collect stamps. I collect coins. I have some old, currencies of Bahrain. Many people don't know we had a 1 rupee note, 100 fils note.
Okay.
I have that with me. I don't know if you have seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It's a 100 fils note we used to have in Bahrain. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful note. It's very small.
Okay.
And I keep that. I have kept that. So I keep the old currency notes and coins, plus stamp collections. You won't imagine whatever kind of shapes our stamps have. Mostly we see only the square ones.
Okay.
But there are so many. It's a thrill, to collect those stamps.
Any reason for taking to these hobbies like collection, stamp, coins? And all?
Maybe inspired by somebody else who's collected, and then you get on. And I think one of the reasons I started was when my mom was working here in Bahrain. She used to work for a company called Bahrain Development Bank. So there she used to get a lot of stamp mails, and then those stamps they would cut and bring it to me.
Okay.
So that
maybe
gave
from
me
that.
From there, so I could get a lot of collections from different countries. So that must have helped me gain the interest.
Right. That was a beautiful chat, Cherian, and when you sit here as suiting to the definition of this platform of being a success statement, you should be in your wrapping comments telling the younger generation out there your definition of success. And you are a person into various fortes like sports and entertainment, as in a club, an educational consultancy, or a mechanical engineer, a family man, isn't it?
Yes.
And what will be your message, message maybe, to the younger generation from all these aspects? linking into your success?
See, first of all, linking to success is you need to really understand what kind of career you would like to do. So that career should not be a job, it should be a passion that you are executing daily. That means you should be enjoying what you're doing. It's not that you go for work, do it for the sake of
working,
it, and then
yeah.
come back for an amount that you get. So if you are enjoying that work, you will not be actually working. You will be doing your passion, or you will be doing your hobby. So for that, it is very important that you select it right. So that is where I try to help whenever people come forward to me. And then my another request is that, or suggestion is that they stay close to the family, because whatever issues that you have as a child, see, they say tension is only for the parents, but children also has tensions and depressions and pressure. So if you have any issues like that, you should be forthcoming to tell your parents. And I tell my children, if there is any issue, there is no issue that cannot be solved. And we are there with you, even if there is any problem. So if you tell us first, then it is better than we coming to know the last. So we are there to be with you,
Yes.
to help you to come out of it. So that family bonding. Now, if I tell you, even today or till today, my children have gone to UK. Every evening we make it a point to have a video chat together. The four of us sit together, talk as if we were together at home.
Good.
So that contact helps them to be more connected to you, and then they grow in a proper way. So that should make that bond. I remember the movie 3 Idiots. Have you seen? In that one of the actors says, "I have your photos in my purse. So if you think I'll suicide, I will look at it and then I'll say no." So that contact with the family would deter the children from wavering,
Thinking negative or going
thinking
away.
negative.
You're right, very true.
So that is very important, because even in the house, children are not connected to the parent, even if they are there at home. That is the problem. So if that can be solved, if the children feel that the parent can be relied and they can come to you at any moment, then that is where the child's safety and its future settles. So then they become better person. And if you are a better person, your life is done very well.
I agree with you, and that's a very true message that we can give to our younger generation, because family is something very important. And the team family BMC is very happy to have you with us. What are your remarks to us?
It's a good initiative for encouraging people to, or shall I say, you recognizing people who are doing their best to succeed in life. So that is a reward in itself. I am not a high profile person to get this attention, but I am thankful that it gives me a better profile, and people will know me better, and maybe with this broadcast I will be able to reach out to more people and more children whom I can help. So your contribution in itself is a good thing that you're doing to the society by bringing successful people to share their knowledge. I saw some of your episodes, and that inspires a lot of people. So I would like to wish you all the very best, and continue doing what you're doing, and I'm sure you will take this a long way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Jerry.
you.
Well, success is sweetest when you work hard for it. One such personality, a statement standing true to this. That was K.M. Cherian, President of the Indian Club, on success statements from BMC Global Life. Until we meet next week with yet another guest, this is Rajiv Unikrishnan signing off. Good night. Thank you, Cherian, for taking your time and being with us. We have a small memento. May I request Francis Kaidaratha, the Chairman and Managing Director of BMC, to hand over the memento, please.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. IMAC, Cochin Kala Bhavan.